Via English here of No Limits Gaming, showing you my Nuke guide for Estate. I am using TAR-21 Silenced with one-man army, stop and power, and Ninja Pro. And this is to get first blood on this game type. If you're on defense, you want to rush early to where then, if they're smart, they're going to be going, which is towards the house. And using a silencer, you can really catch them off guard and get a quick triple kill like that. Really quite a nice start to the game, and I would say that anyone who's on defense can get a similar start to that game. If people on the other team have any idea what to do, they will rush the house, as B is much easier to get in comparison to A. So A should always be your objective. I'm going to make a mistake here, where I spent too long trying to kill that guy, and the reason I spent too long trying to kill that guy is because I wanted to get the headshot, and as a result of that, I've given away my position for this guy. Take a noob tube. So I would say one thing you should do is never give away your position if you don't have to. The TAR-21 Silenced has a 2-bullet kill with stop and power from almost any range. 3 bullets at longer ranges, as the damage is diminished slightly. But onto my choice. If you haven't seen my videos before, I like to do nuke guides using one-man army the way they should be used, in that I use them to switch classes for the advantages of their perks. So I have a TAR-21 Silence with Stop and Power and Ninja Pro, and I also have a cold-blooded class if they call in the UAV, which I can switch to, and that has claymores in. I also have a Danger Close class, which I call in to use air support, and then I switch back out of it once I'm not using air support. Because Danger Close Pro makes a big difference to your air support, as you will see in other videos, although in this video you'll notice that my chopper gunner doesn't do a lot. I will say that on Estate, if you see someone if you see your team is not in a house, I would make it your objective to get in the house and defend that, making yourself useful, and the silencer really helps with that. But if you're fairly sure your team's got the house secured, I would recommend pushing towards B, which is the middle house on the map. It's domination B on the other game type, and holding that down as they rush towards the B plant bomb. And they will get the B plant bomb here, so everything will change around. But the offensive people, the offensive spawn, all the way at the bottom of the hill. Don't get frustrated when you lose your 7 streak, because on any game mode other than team deathmatch, you are more than capable of getting a nuke anyway. Again, if you're not playing team deathmatch, you see that I waited to call in my Harriers then. Team deathmatch, I would say I wouldn't even bother calling them at all, because there's not enough kills to go around if you're trying to get a nuke in one go. Because to get 25 kill streak, you have to get a third of your team's kills, and so that's not an easy thing to do. But as we're playing objective, I can call the Harriers in, and the air support. Not only did I call it in with Danger Close Pro, so it does a lot of damage and kills them really quickly, but air support is a big distraction for people on the ground, makes them panic a little, and really helps your teammate get kills as well. So as a result of my Harriers, 2 other people on my teammates will get chopper gunners and will really be able to do some damage. So right now I'm being really aggressive as a result. I'm confident we're able to hold down A, even with a team of green people. I feel like we can control it, because the house is a really easy to defend position. So I think that the enemy team shot themselves in the foot. And if you can let the enemy team shoot themselves in the foot by blowing up B, do it, because you can have a really fun game. Well, I'm about to make a mistake here. One thing I'd be really aware of is never attempt to change kit whilst you're in the middle of an enemy spawn, because you just get caught holding out a backpack and you look silly and you take bullets and it doesn't end well for you. And you've got to be aware of the spawns on Estate. So for the offensive person, there's essentially a really big band in an L shape where they can spawn, where If you're playing Domination, there's Domination C house and Domination B house and everything in between. If you've never played Domination, you don't know what I'm talking about. There's a house at the very bottom of the hill, and then there is a seeming power station complex, and they spawn inside and around that. And then there's the house in the middle of the map, and they spawn there. They will only spawn in the middle of the map if you push their spawns too far. And you can see there's a person on my team, green team, running through there. So they're going to spawn at the house at the bottom of the hill. And as my teammate's getting chopper gunner, and the time's almost up, it pushes the other team into a Russian mentality. You capitalise on that using your silencer to your best ability. So I lay in a bit of not often used cover, but it's really good for this spot. And then you get onto the hard part, which is staying alive with the Harriers in the air. So watch out for Harriers. And so the task is, any objective game type other than search and destroy, I would wait until you call in your air support at the beginning of the next round. The only map I wouldn't recommend doing this is in Terminal, as it's brilliant on one side and terrible on another. If they're spawning inside, don't call your air support at the beginning because it won't do anything. I'm on an 8 streak now, so you can see at the beginning of this round. Got a long way to go, but my danger close at the start will get me my chopper gunner. My chopper gunner won't do a lot, but I'll be that much closer to getting the nuke. And this is how you should do it, to be honest. The being silenced is, I think, fairly key on this map, and cold blooded is sometimes useful if you're on offense because people like to thermal snipe in the house. I will say that in this video you will see me get lucky, and that I will sponge a snipe shot in a second. You'll be like, wow, you got lucky, you sponged a snipe shot. But I will say that everyone needs a little bit of luck every now and then. Really? Did you see that guy? I certainly didn't until afterwards. And I will now, you can call it camping because I genuinely am setting up a perimeter. You need to switch to your danger close class once you've got the chopper gunner. Set up a few claymores. Don't set them too close to you because if the enemies shoot the claymores, like if someone had sit rep pro there, then you would die from it. So I hadn't really refined that when I recorded this because I recorded this about 2 months ago now. But I'd really be aware of that. I've super speeded up the chopper gunner as A, it doesn't do a lot, and B, you don't really want to see me not doing a lot on a chopper gunner. And this video is long enough as it is. So there you go. I will say that the green team, so that's the players that you don't join in with, they planted the B-ball, making it harder for us to deal with. And you've got to be aware of that. Sometimes your team won't do what you want. Alright. We'll just keep on going, it's fine.
Friendly Harriers inbound.
And so now I'm on the last part of the game. You've got to keep it cool. If your chopper gunner doesn't get you nuke, you just got to stay calm. Switch back to the silence kit if you can. Be aware of the spawns on offense. They spawn in that field and at the back of the house and in the greenhouse. Sometimes they spawn at boat house if you push them far too far, but we're not pushing them that far. So just be as stealthy as you can, and this is the case. You've seen me get the nuke, and then that'll be it. I'm gonna die, but it doesn't really matter anymore. It's game over. I hope you enjoyed that. If you find it helpful, it's a really interesting map to nuke. I've nuked it many times using this setup, and I honestly haven't done it in many other ways. I really like using one-man army on this map. Sometimes fun to snipe, but it's kind of hit or miss. You can get sniped from so many places and they can snipe you. And I really hope you enjoy this. I'm also starting off my first series today of Anyone Can Snipe. I hope you watch that and like that. If you like this and subscribe it. Lots of love via English out. And that's the nuke. Peace.